Hey guys, good evening and welcome back to my channel. My name is Uncle Stu, as most of you already know, and I am here to give you the recap, the rundown of everything that happened tonight, today on the Bbnaija lockdown show. Guys, why must they always fight about food? I don't get it. I mean, people were already saying like last week, by this time last week, Tasha and Thelma don't fight because of fish, and we're like, won't these ones fight because of fish, because of food? Okay, they are cool, they are nice, guys. Character don't dey comot, and I just can't get over it. Why can't they get over fighting with food? I mean, fight over food. It's just crazy, yeah, guys. And food apart, yeah, like generally today, the house was hot. It was madly hot. It was as if hell descended into that big brother Naija house. Like they say, yeah, open the gates of hell, open the gates of baby Naija house, pour it inside, pour fire inside. It was as if devil descended into the house today. But we thank God, Biggie took charge. Some of the boys also were like, okay, we have to be the men in charge here since the girls are going at each other's throat. Let's just step into things. And for a loving deputy head of house, Prince came to the show to rescue everything and salvage the situation. Good evening, guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Uncle Steve. If you've not subscribed to my channel, do so right now. Please, I'm begging you. So I've got the rundown here with my dear diary over here. You know, everything that went down. Like, I am here to give you guys everything. Okay? So, guys, today everything was going on smoothly. Our dear beloved harmony, loving, sweet, harmonizing, sweet, loving, beautiful, cheerful housemates were, going about their businesses as well. That was how they wanted to dish food though, and fight break bars. Tolani badge versus Katrina 2.0. Like this new Tolani badge, as in like say Ebuka don't go provoke something on that Sunday, that Ebuka said, Tolani, you might be sleeping, no. Before you know it's done, they don't bounce you out. You think so you still get grace. Charge up now. If like say Tolani don't hear, she don't hit call. She been dey tell us say pepper dey, I just dey subdue am. She don dey serve am now, and she's not coming with all this manageable pepper that you can drink water on top and you be fine. This the kind wey be say if you drink water on top, you go say that's the kind of pepper she's bringing today. Now what happened, Abi? Katrina was trying to serve food today, and then Tolani Badge approached the kitchen where she was serving. She was like she wanted to get food, and Katrina said, "Wait first, now let me serve food for those that have not eaten anything today at all." T-Badge was like, "What sort of thing is that? What do you mean? I mean, like, I am here right now. I need my food. What do you mean by you want to serve people that are not here yet? People that have not eaten something yet already? I want to get my food now." That was part one. Everything was calming down, small. That was how Praise carried his own matter too. And Praise was like, it is wrong now. How can I be here? How can we be here asking for food? And some people are gathering plates over there. They are collecting food. So we that we are waiting for food, we are here. We that we did clean the house or did one thing or the other, we are here. We've not gotten our food yet. You're calling Tochi. You're calling some people that are even still in the bathroom to come and eat. You're serving their food while we are here. That was how Lucy swung into action. That I will be bashing my friend, my Katrina, the person always has my back, and you think I will not have a back. She forgot that she was the head of house. Head of house, you cannot be taking sides. You cannot be taking sides in this matter. She was like, no, that's wrong. No. Oga, you are analyzing. That was how this guy brain just spark. He just unread bounce me. It's me you are calling Oga. Me, I'm analyzing, Abi. That's why I went to go and meet Lucio. First off, you know my name. Call me Praise. My name is Praise. Don't call me Oga. I know they call you Madam. Your name is Lucy. I'm not calling you Madam. And you said I'm analyzing. I'm stating facts here. I'm saying the truth here. You're saying I am analyzing. Don't say it again in your life. Says common sense is not common. Yeah. Like the way that one line is bounce. I was like, wow, Praise is not joking. If you misbehave, he's good. I was shocked though. I was shocked because Praise used to be like team peacekeepers. But tonight, today, it was just like, no, I'm going to give you hot. They continued tussling and getting at each other's throat to the extent that Praise was clearing Lucy that, see, that aisles where you climb, you are going to come down from that aisles. You are going to come down from it because you collect head of house and we no go rest, Abi. And how did Lucy reply? It was in the most hilarious way possible. Lucy was like, okay, let me just read it to you the way she said it, word for word. Lucy said, "You placed me there. I must sit on it real good. Like you placed me on. Although nobody placed you on the head of house, though you won it yourself." But her response was hilarious. And she was like, "You placed me there, and I must sit on it real good." Yo. Then after that, the next thing Lucy went on to say was, "He's always getting into people's affairs. He's always carrying people's affairs on his head." And I was like, "Yo, that's so true, and that's so going to hurt Praise so bad." Because the last fight we had in the house, the one that happened in the midnight, I think it was involving Lucy too, Lucy and Kaisha, about the whole light bedroom and everything thing. Praise was there too, and it was when Praise got into the affair, like another matter solved the game about disrespect, Lucy disrespecting the housemates and all like that, and Lucy and Praise went on to check her directly. "I know you have to apologize for that." So Lucy was like, he's always carrying people's matter into his own head, on his own head, like, "Oga rest, no concern you, no carry this thing for head like that." And Lucy also went on to say that, and now when this guy start dey put him mouth inside matter wey no concern am, it all just escalates. Like the whole matter just gets bigger and boom. Like guys, it was real big today. They were going at each other's throat, exchanging words, like really mad. But we've not even gotten to the height. We've not gotten to the height. Lucy was regaining her head of house mantra, head of house mojo back. Then she went on to go and meet Tolani. That okay, see, she wanted to actually settle it amicably. But I just feel like girl to girl, like they were not ready to listen to each other. Like everywhere don't burst already. Lucy Sha tried to salvage the situation by going to Tolani Baj, but Tolani Baj, she, you know that what you did is not good now. What you did is not good. And Tolani Baj was like, "What? What did I do that is not good?" Then Lucy tried to explain that when he went there, she told you to hold on. Tolani Baj was like, "No, no. Who said hold on? She didn't say hold on." That was how Katrina jumped into the matter again. Katrina was like, "I told you hold on." Tolani Baj said, "No, you did not tell me hold on." They were exchanging words, and the next thing I heard was, "Don't talk to me, face your food." Tolani Baj told Katrina, "Don't talk to me, face your food." I was like, yeah. Ebuka, this is where you call so. Your power no go reach am on Sunday. Oh, make dem no go yab Ebuka join sef on Sunday. Say no be you say you want pepper. We don't give pepper now, you dey complain again. They continued because the fight was very long, guys. They continued, and Tolani Baj was explaining to Lucy that her manner is, no, it wasn't Lucy, I think Lilo. Somebody else took up the case on the table, and then Tolani Baj was replying to the person that exactly, yeah, that's the issue. Her mannerism was wrong. I think her tone, the way she said the hold on or the calm down or wait thing, was very wrong and rude. That was why. And the next thing Katrina was going to say about that is, "I owe you no apology on how I talk to you." I mean, all of these housemates just need to chill out. Like, how will you be rude to somebody and you say you owe no apology on how you were rude to the person? That is just straight up wrong now. Like, it means say fight no go end. Fight go dey sup every day. You go dey talk anyhow your mouth dey talk am, and then person go dey vex on the other side, and then you too, you no go wan apologize. The matter go just dey long unnecessarily, and it is so unnecessary and uncalled for. But Katrina maintained that she wasn't going to apologize for speaking whichever way she did. And that was how Tolani Baj just see, when they say somebody gbanoje, when they say you gbanoje in Yoruba language, it means you collect fire put for mouth. Like the moment Katrina said she cannot apologize for whichever way she spoke to Tolani Baj, she just collect fire for mouth. Say what? Okay, let me just read it for you the way she said it, okay? Because it cannot be sweet if I'm re-explaining. All right? I'll let you know who you are. Fuck you, stupid ass, ugly ass bitch. Don't play with me. You think I'm here? I'm quiet for a reason. I'll give it to you hot, Bcos. Like, see, let me read it again. Sorry, second time. I'll let you know who you are. Fuck you, stupid ass, ugly ass bitch. Don't play with me. You think I'm quiet for a reason. I'll give it to you hot, Bcos. Like, she added the Bcos by herself. And I'm like, yo, T-Baj ain't playing here. I mean, like, me, like, I'm not here to take sides though, but on pepper levels, pepper get pepper. Remember, it was Katrina that started. Let me hang this here. Remember, it was Katrina that started serving pepper all around before. And we're like, oh, boss lady. It be like, say, everybody just the command. All those girls, they command for themselves. Especially the likes of Tolani Baj. She don't talk, I'm saying she the command. She see the service, she the look. Katrina was, after that, like, she didn't say jack after that. And I feel like this goes back to what I said in one of my videos earlier, that the first fight that we had in the house between Katrina and with Anwatoni, was very low key and didn't escalate because of the kind of person Watoni was. If it was a strong, crazy as alpha female, that matter no go end like that. Like with waiting, Katrina declare Watoni. Watoni was actually being nice on that day, but Katrina clearly changed it for Watoni. If it was somebody like Tolani, but that happened to that day, that fight, if we still dey settle am today, like is that matter? We go cause that and call lawyer Kunle, call everybody, we go still dey settle am like this now. But it was a gentle person, and like the matter just died on time like that. So tonight's own, Oma had gone. Today's own, Oma had gone. Tolani give am back. Katrina shut up, like nothing to say again. I mean, it's not like me I'm promoting fight though, but now it's like I dey talk. So Tolani shut am up. Or some will say Katrina was being mature by not prolonging matter. Whichever way. And like I said in the beginning, I said for the boy, if not for the boys, that was like okay, let's salvage this situation. Yeah. So the next thing that happened was deputy head of house valued around everybody. Prince called everybody like, okay, see, we need to have this talk. Like this talk has been long overdue. We need to talk about this whole thing. All this way when I'm going to keep matter inside for body or for mind, when I'm not going to talk, I'm going to escalate anyhow, or when I'm going to change them for ourselves. We need to talk about it. And they all sat around the table, gathered around, and then they were having their family discussion. They were talking as a family, letting things out of their mind, their chest, and everything. Prince said that Neo also came on to say things. Praise also came on to say his own, and Praise actually let out his mind. He was almost crying, said, but he was like, he's going to hold the tears and not talk too much because once he cry for person, you don't talk this thing before, say, once he cry for person, just forget your matter. Your matter no fit mean anything to him again. Say, you are dead to him. So he was like, I'm going to try and hold these tears and not talk too much, and so that things will not really go out of hands, okay? But long story short, Sha apologized. He said the things that were happening in the house I didn't like, and he apologized to Lucy. Lucy, if there has been any way, or there have been any way whatsoever that I apologize to you, that I wronged you, that I offended you, please, I'm sorry. And Lucy was like, we are cool. So that one end like that. Then after that one, Neo also later, I think Neo was in the kitchen. It was so when Shasha came to join them, and he shall drop his own bar so that Mona know they do like this. Say person look you one kind. You can't they use the body language they will say, this person that's so he look me. I could get them for mind, or in they look me one kind. So like no, they just judge or jump into conclusion anyhow. Basically, that was what the housemates did. They just try to talk to themselves, offer suggestions, and you like on way forward. Like all this fight don't do too much. Negative energy was too much. And what was the next thing that happened, guys? Biggie is always watching, and Biggie was saying that all these children will always be children until the elders step into helms of affairs, And, and Biggie was like, all right, girls, all right, boys, it's time for hashtag find inner peace. And I'm like, okay, what's about to happen now? Biggie gave them yoga session, like he induced them into a yoga session, like all of you, yeah, yoga time. Calm down, relax your nerves, your minds, your chakras, open your everything, open your antenna, your connection, 4G, 5G, and connect with your inner peace. Find your inner peace. And in my own mind, like Biggie is just trying to use this to let everybody shut up first. But until to my utter dismay, people started crying from yoga, and I'm like, what's going on? And since diary session was going to happen today, me already knew that okay, Biggie is going to tell us what happened. He's going to ask them, what's the cause of your cry? What's the source of it? Where did it oculate from? Sha, that happened like that, and they did the whole yoga thing. Okay, Lucy cried, Dorothy cried, and guess who cried again? Boss Lady cried, and all these things are wowing me. Like Katrina too cried. Okay, we are going to wait for diary session now. Meanwhile, while all of these were finding inner peace, Kidwaya was finding inner sleep. He was just dozing there like, I mean, Kidwaya doesn't have any problem now. All this one wey dey fight, I don't even hear from Kidwaya all through. Send una mama. He's just there to come and play inside the house. Kidwaya almost be like Sheyi Awolowo of last year. Just don't know they put neck inside wahala, or they cause trouble up and down. So he was just dozing during the yoga time. So now, guys, to the diary session things. Now, the first person that entered the diary room was Lucy, head of house, of course, and she was followed by Prince after she left. Now, largely, everything Lucy did was like she just like she let Biggie know. She broke down completely. She let Biggie know, say, Biggie, I don't understand anymore. Everything is just turning on you inside this house. Ever since I became head of house, like everybody's just running eketa seketa. Like, I don't get it. I am confused. If there is like a tip or something comforting that you can tell me to help me run this ship have capsized. Like, shanu me, help me, Joe. Bring everybody back to order. She was crying, she was sobbing, she broke down 100%. Like, house wey no house wey no scatter for ordinary 22-year-old Nengi, come dey scatter for 30-year-old me and 30-year-old Lucy, and like that's some there are some levels to stuff now, but I mean, like, too many stuff. Just 2 days into it's not even 2 days yet. Barely 48 hours into, okay, yeah, it might be 2 days, yeah. Barely 3 days into the house, so into being head of house. All these ones don't they happen already, man. Like, it's just so crazy. Too much, yeah. Then the next person that came on was Prince, and Prince talked about Biggie asked him if about being chosen as deputy head of house, and he told Biggie that he was very, very happy Lucy picked him as deputy head of house, that of course immunity and the way eviction is up, eviction is going now, the nominations and all, that there are a lot of strong contestants in the house, and immunity just really came for him at the right time. Like, he cannot joke with it at all. He's really, really very happy and grateful. He did know that there were other close housemates to Lucy in the house, but he felt like, yeah, maybe she was going to pick him, and she did, and he was very, very, very glad that he was picked. Now, the next person we had was Kaisha, and Biggie asked Kaisha on her preference of head of house, who she would have loved to win the head of house. Then she mentioned also that she would have loved, and I don't understand why those Kaisha still doesn't know how to pronounce also, or doesn't know the name of also after all this while. Like, she was still like that boy, one boy. Ozo is Ozo now. Like, that was one of the simplest names in the house. I mean, come on, stop it. Take time. Now, the next person that came in was Kid Wire, eh? And I love the way Kid Wire handled this session. Like, Biggie asked him about Lucy being the head of house, and he was like, "See, I feel like Lucy's actually trying her best, but maybe she's not so used to this leadership thing. She's more of a, like, maybe she starts cooking for the housemates, making sure that the house is tidy and stuff like that. Like, not all these top leadership things, coordinating and organizing people together is not really a force like that. But she's really, really trying her best, and really she cannot come and go and kill herself, but she's trying her best also." Then Biggie asked him who he would have loved to have win the house if not Lucy. Then he mentioned Neo, my guy, because the last head of house challenge, Neo really, really tried. So he got to the finals and he was tied with Nengi. So this time around, when he got to the finals again and he was tied with Ozo and Lucy, I was rooting for him. I was rooting for him that, yeah, Neo go. Like, he don't too try. He's been in two finals already, but as luck will have it, Lucy won. So that was that with Kid Wire's own. Then for V felt like Biggie asked V about Lucy being the head of us, and V felt like, see, I feel like she's misunderstood most of the time. Not that really maybe she's a bad person or she doesn't want the house to be in harmony, but just she can be very, very emotional with her judgments too. So there are some things that when people say, you don't really have to react to it, but Lucy is the kind of person that cannot let it go. So she will definitely say her own and the matter will cast. And I can assure you guys, that is not a leadership quality at all. As a leader, you should be able to look at some things and just, like, just take off your face from it, not necessarily dwell in on it. And the next person we had in the house was Dorothy. And then Biggie asked her a host of things, but I would like to point out this one. The reason why she was crying during the yoga session. And Dorothy went on to say that, see, like, during the whole Find Your Inner Peace thing, like, I was remembering some points in my life where, I've tried to lay my hands on things and they didn't exactly work out. But the thing about it is, whenever I try to do something and it doesn't work out, somehow, miraculously, something else just comes into play and it replaces that bad thing that happened. Like, something good happens over it in place, and that remembering that really, really made her cry. Now the next person we had was Tricky T, and guys, the highlight of Tricky T's diary session was that, oh my guy, this Lucy era, instead of military, the change wey we dey experience for this Lucy era na military change. And I was just laughing. It was so hilarious. It was like, see, say, oh, say him even dey cool with Lucy, oh, but say the change is somehow. Say even rules don dey dey now on how to tidy up the house and everything like that. And he feels that that's not going to sit well with a lot of housemates. Like under Nengi, there was no rules now and everything was fine. But this one where they bring up rules, like definitely it's not all the housemates that are going to be very, very cool with that. But nothing spoiled, Sha is cool with it on his own. Then the next person we had was Lilo. And Lilo was talking about her entanglement with Eric and how distracted it had gotten her, that she did not even plan to do anything of such at all. What happened, like she was not even planning it at all, and she was crying. I'm like, calm down now, you're happy with the decision you made, you don't have to be crying that you're distracted about with Eric. I didn't think it was necessary to cry at all. Then Biggie asked her, okay, so now you say you're distracted, what are you doing, or what are you going to do to curb this whole distraction thing that is happening with you? And she said maybe she's going to stop sharing one bed with Eric. And I'm like, you in your mind, you're going to stop sharing bed with Eric. You know, the last 3 days, now we don't come back together. And just as if I knew, as Lilo was getting out of that house, as this bounce out of the diary room, bounce, she went straight in bed to Eric. And I'm like, see, person big, just finish. They follow talk. You talk, say you want come up bed with Eric. Like, see, that girl is stuck on Eric. I just pray that Eric doesn't break her heart, because me, I don't trust Eric. I don't think he's 100% in on that relationship. And then the last person I have for you guys is Neo. And Neo in the diary room talked about his chances of survival in the house on eviction. He said he feels like being real in the house is a strategy, and he feels like that should take him far enough. Like if you're coming into the house with some other person's character, like you might not really go far in the house like that. But he's being real, he's being himself, and he expects that will take him far, far, far in the game. Now, guys, that's the end of the diary session. But I really need to let you guys know about a little chit chat that happened between Lilo and Eric. Nothing too serious though, but they had this conversation about their relationship, the future of their ship, where is it going to? And then I started from where Eric asked Lilo, this thing that we are doing, me and you, are we just having fun and catching crews or what? That was when the conversation started, and then they start talking about it's not this, it's not that, kinekon. Long story short, the two of them concluded that we are going to take this relationship one step at a time. Already we are official and we are doing things together, but let's not rush it. We are just going to proceed one step at a time. And guys, that has been everything important that you need to know that happened on the Big Brother Naija lockdown day 9 today. That's if I have not knocked yet today. That was everything that happened today. Yeah, so if you've not subscribed to my channel, do ensure you subscribe to my channel. Please tap on the notification bell button so that when I drop a new video, you will be the first person to get it ASAP. You have a lovely night, have a lovely day, have a great day.